He thought he was just putting another black man in his place. But the man he humiliated wasn't just anybody. He was the one person with the power to make everything change in ways that would ripple through the entire police department and the nation. This is the true story of Judge Michael Lantham, a Harvard-educated federal judge who stayed silent when slapped by a racist officer, and whose silence became the loudest message of all. Michael Lantham didn't need to look important to be important. He didn't wear flashy clothes. He didn't have an entourage. He wasn't chauffeured in black limousines. In fact, on the day it all happened, he was dressed in jeans and a hoodie, driving his 2016 Ford Fusion through a quiet neighborhood in Greenville, South Carolina. A week before, he had sentenced a notorious drug lord to life in prison. But that day, he was just trying to make it to his niece's piano recital on time. What he didn't know was that a rookie cop with a history of complaints had just received a call about a suspicious vehicle. The vehicle was his. The driver? The Honorable Judge Lantham. Officer Bradley King had only been on the force for 2 years, but he already had 4 internal reviews. Neighbors had complained about his aggressive language. Body cam footage had once mysteriously gone missing. Still, he wore his badge like armor, not to protect, but to dominate. When he saw Michael's car parked at the curb, he hit the lights. License and registration, he barked. Michael calmly reached for his ID. "Officer, I believe there's been a misunderstanding. Shut up and keep your hands where I can see them." Michael complied. He had dealt with men like this before, on the bench. But then, without warning, Officer King yanked open the door and demanded Michael step out. "I said out." Michael stepped out. Then came the slap, a loud, open-handed strike across the face. "Don't play smart with me, punk." The street fell silent. Michael said nothing. He didn't need to. 2 neighbors had witnessed the entire event from their porch. One of them recorded it. Another ran down and shouted, "Do you even know who that is?" "That's a federal judge." Officer King froze. "Wait, what?" Michael calmly pulled out a card from his wallet and held it up. It was his official judicial identification. And that's when Officer King's face went pale. "Sir, I didn't know." Michael didn't respond. He simply picked up his ID, got back in his car, and drove away, leaving behind a stunned officer, 2 gasping neighbors, and a camera still rolling. By midnight, the video had gone viral. Over 8 million views on Twitter. The headline, "Cop slaps black man, turns out he's a federal judge." The mayor issued a statement the next morning. So did the governor. The city council held an emergency meeting. Officer King was placed on unpaid leave pending investigation. But it was Judge Lantham's next move that changed everything. He didn't file a lawsuit. He didn't demand compensation. He didn't even give an interview. Instead, he requested one thing, a town hall meeting with the entire police department. That Friday night, the auditorium was packed. Police officers, citizens, reporters, clergy, students, everyone wanted to hear what the judge had to say. He stepped on stage. No podium, no microphone, just him. "I am not here because I was slapped. I am here because millions of others have been, in ways far worse, with no camera to catch it and no title to protect them." He went on to talk about accountability, unconscious bias, and the responsibility of those in uniform to uphold justice, not prejudice. "I have no desire to ruin a man's career, but I have every desire to end a culture that protects wrong over right." The room was silent. Then came the applause. Officer King resigned 3 days later. But the ripple effect didn't stop there. The police chief initiated a new training protocol on racial bias and de-escalation. The city launched an independent civilian review board for misconduct cases. More importantly, citizens began speaking up. A dozen formal complaints were filed by people who had feared coming forward before. And Judge Lantham, he continued his work. But now, he wasn't just a man behind a bench. He was a symbol. Months later, a mural was painted downtown. It showed Michael Lantham, eyes closed, face solemn with the quote, "Dignity speaks louder than revenge." The image of his silence during that slap became a national conversation. Talk shows debated it. Senators quoted it. Teachers used it in classrooms. Not because it was a perfect response, but because it was a powerful one. Justice doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers, and when it does, the world leans in to listen. Subscribe for more real stories that challenge power, reveal truth, and honor courage.